Hello and welcome to the My Wool Mitten podcast. My name is Carrie and I'm coming to you from the middle of the Mitten, Michigan's Lower Peninsula, where I live on a small sheep farm with my family, Kyle the Wonder Horse, Good Dog Bailey, and B-Cat the farm cat. This is what's left of our snow right now, and we've been hanging around 30 some degrees. So not super pretty, but at least it's a little bit cooler and it's not raining. This is about as bright as our sky has been getting, but it's dry and breezy today, so I've got clothes on the line. Most of this episode was recorded earlier in the month and was due to come out on January 31st for our Sock Spin Along 24 make along. And so you're going to see that coming up, but I just didn't get it out there. Life has just been too busy. You know, January is usually my favorite month of the year. It's my birthday month. It's usually nice cold weather, time to settle in and be comfortable. This year, January was not that for lots of reasons, personal, family reasons, just different things. And so on January 31st, my family and I decided that that was going to be our New Year's Eve, and February 1st, our New Year, to leave January behind and start over. And then my friend Susan reminded me about it being St. Bridget's Day, and so I am embracing that. So anyway, I thought I better put this on here at the beginning to explain to you where I've been, why we were delayed, and then you're going to see some things that were recorded earlier in the month, and I'm going to try to get the next video up on time next Wednesday. And so there's going to be a little bit of visit with the sheep, because you know that's where the yarn starts. It comes from the wool from the sheep. And then a little bit more about resources. I'm going to tell you who won the giveaway last week, the 2 books, and then I'm going to tell you about what I'd like to share with you next that you have a chance to receive from me. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being patient. Thank you again for all of your wonderful comments, and let's go forward with our Sock Spin Along. Hi, Weezer. What are you doing? You got kind of a fancy hairdo there. Hi, Ursula. I'd pet you, but you'll just run away. Here, look at. This is Temperance. She has a pretty head, too. Malala. And again, they've got the door open. They can go out. This is, Mist is right here, but she's not raising her head so we can see her. She's got that nice little woolly pole. Malala, Mops, and Mist. And then there's Temperance again. And here's Tamoa. And this is a ewe lamb. She'll be a year in April, May. So will this one. But kind of you see a size of them next to the yearling. Like you look like you're wearing a mustache or something. This is Unity. And Susan, who is smack dab in between 2 coat sizes. So one is way too tight, and the other one, even with a poof, I can't keep on her. So she's getting a little bit of chaff. Let me see, maybe Mist will put her head up now. That pretty girl, there she is, with some neck wool dragging along. I think she has a pretty head. Can't wait for her fleece. And there's little Usha over there with the big star on top of her head. And there's Mist walking away. There's Skinny Little Style again. And then this is Sky, who's staying here for the winter. She's got almost watch eyes, doesn't she? A lot of fleece, too. She's a big girl. There's Okapi. Mist is in the middle. Balala's on the end. Mist is just determined that we not see her. Maybe if I... There she goes. You're all nicely decorated, aren't you? Hmm? Pretty girl. I'm at the roundhouse today, the cabin. It's a sunny day for a change, and it's cold, but the wind isn't blowing, so it's pretty easy to heat the place up. And I haven't been here in quite a while, and I just felt the need to get over here. And so that's what I'm doing. I did a little cleaning, and I wanted to finish up my video chat with you guys, so I thought this would be a good place to do it. I'm sample spinning for my sock yarn. I did a little bit, but not much, and I thought I'm going to sit down and get an ounce of each of my main colors spun up today so that I can see what I think about them. So I'm starting with the Corridel and Alpaca, the white, and you might see this is kind of my sample bobbin, I call it, because it's got a little bit of everything on it. And if it's half full, so the bobbin is half full, and so this allows me to spin without quite as much pull. The Louette has quite a strong take-up. You know, if you're not familiar with it, it will pull quite hard, but you can adjust that by having a half full bobbin. You can lace your yarn. You may be able to see my breath. It's still a little cold in here. But anyway, since I'm sampling, that's what I'm going to use. You saw that I doctored up the orifice area here, and I'll be quiet and spin, and you won't even hear a squeak unless it's from my chair on the wooden floor. So I'll let you see that for a minute. So because I want to get this up, I probably won't answer a lot of questions. There's been a few questions. Let's aim for that for this next Wednesday's video, some question answering time. And don't feel pressured for time. You know, we're going to do this until March, and we can do it longer if we need to. If you don't end up liking the fiber that you started with, we've got time to change. If you need to get more fiber, we've got time to do that. So don't put pressure on yourself. Part of the joy of doing this, and what I think makes it easier for us all to learn, is that this is really relaxed. So take it easy on yourselves, okay? I've got a cup of coffee here. Wish you guys were here sitting by the fire with me. You can see just the edge over here, just the corner of the wood cook stove. It's Royal is the make of it. I need to give it a good cleaning. But there's a lot of things I need to do. So anyway, I'm going to stop and spin, and I'll check back with you in a little while. Are you getting any time to spin for socks this Saturday? It finally got warm enough in here that I could move the spinning wheel a little bit away from the fire. I was pretty close to it before. I've also moved on to spinning the Harlequin that my friend Carrie raises. Well, she doesn't raise, she adopted them, rescued them, and they have had some lambs, though she's not breeding specifically for Harlequins, I don't think. Anyway, we'll find out more when we interview her out at her farm before the end of the spin along. But so I finished spinning the Alpaca and Corridel, that was the white, and then I moved on to the kind of the marled gray of the Harlequin, and it's a very enjoyable spin. It processed well. It's it has the same kind of a hand to me as like a Jacob wool, if you've spun Jacob before. It's a little bit crisp, bouncy, beautiful kind of a tweedy texture color. And I really think it's going to be nice in socks. I might actually get some more from her to experiment with. It's time to announce the winner of the prize draw from the last video. And this time, or from that video, the prizes were some resource books. My all-time favorite, Homespun and Hand Knit, and then the other was the Folk Sock book, which also has some wonderful background information about the history of socks and different patterns, and not necessarily a spinning book, but you could easily, follow along and use some different projects from there. So to begin with, the winner of the Handspun and Hand Knit book is Pat Howes 32. Congratulations, Pat. And I'm going to put your name here on the screen. And Pat has been a longtime viewer, subscriber, and I think you follow me on Instagram as well, don't you, Pat? And if so, you can direct message me there. And that is My Wool Mitten Farm on Instagram. Or you can email me at mywoolmitten@gmail.com. And if you would put podcast in the subject line, then I'll know what that's about. So congratulations to Pat. And she, as I said, is the winner of the Handspun, Homespun, and Hand Knit book. And now the winner of the Folk Sock book is Janet, Janet dash OV7ZX. So I'm going to assume that's a handle that YouTube gave to you. And Janet, I'm not sure if you follow me on Instagram. If you do, My Wool Mitten Farm on Instagram, you can direct message me there. If not, could you email me at mywoolmitten@gmail.com, and again, put podcast in the subject line, and then we'll get your information so I can send this book out to you. So congratulations to our winners, and thank you to everyone who commented. If you haven't, go back and read the comments on that last episode, because there were a lot of different books mentioned, and you might see something there that you had not thought about for a while. So go and check that out. Now, our giveaway for the next episode is going to be something a little bit different, but you know that I tell you every time that we do our sock spin along that our hands are our most important resource for spinning or knitting or crafting or just about anything that we do. We need to take good care of our hands. And so our next prize is going to be a gift of some luxury lotion from my friend Carrie, who is also the person behind the Harlequin wool that was donated for our fiber prize. Carrie is local to me. She has a farm where she and her family raise not just sheep for fiber animals, but dairy goats. And she has created a wonderful line with a beautiful lotion that I use all the time. And she's also generously donated a lip balm, which if you don't want to use it on your lips and you have a Louette wheel, you can use it to prep the spot where your bobbin sets, as I spoke about in our wheel maintenance. But that's going to be the prize for the next time. This is going to have to be sent just within the US, I believe. I don't think that I can send this out of the United States. And so I'm sorry, but this time it's going to have to be within the United States to win the lotion and the lip balm. And there will be a few other surprise things in that little package. But so comment below if you'd like to try a lotion that includes some really wonderful things. And this is with the lavender and rosemary scent, which is pretty natural. So if scents bother you, that this is something to consider. You may not want to participate for this giveaway. And the lip balm is a peppermint. So let me know if you'd be interested and if you're within the United States on this one. And then our next giveaway, I promise, will be open to anyone. So thanks for participating again. And remember, never click on any links sending you somewhere else within the comments down here, because that can often be spammers or people trying to get information from you. So the only way I'm going to contact you that you're a prize winner is by saying your name here within the episode and posting your handle on there as well. Okay, that's it for this time.